And we are continuing to watch the fallout from Typhoon Usagi here on today, the 23rd of September, 2013. Our storm system still rolling off there towards the northwest here across China, and in its wake, upwards of 25 casualties have been reported, and also over 1,000 homes destroyed. But that's not the only system we are watching today. Actually, the obvious storm on the map is severe tropical storm Pabuk, currently hitting the Ogasawara Islands, actually on Chichi, Jima. You see these little white dots right in here. One of those are Chichi, Jima. Upwards of 103 kilometers per hour was reported today. People do live out on these islands, and this is really going to be the next system to watch. It's not really the only direct impact from the storm system, and definitely along the Japan coastline, you want to watch this, even though it doesn't look like it's going to be making a landfall. But if we follow this cloud cover back across the Mariana Islands and then head out there towards the Philippines, it is the monsoonal rains, that enhancement of the monsoon, which has resulted in over 20 deaths due to landslides and flooding at this time across the Philippines in just the last week alone. So that's not even associated with Usagi. Usagi itself resulted in 2 deaths and 2 casualties, but there has been these other reports just due to that continued moisture inflow. Now you can see here by just this quick synoptic setup, I can show you here the moisture wrapping in our tropical system, and unfortunately, as Pabuk, starts to pull off there towards the northwest, it's going to be making a right-hand turn towards the northeast, but it does look like in its wake, another system very well could be forming there into the Philippine Sea, and that's just going to continue to enhance that monsoonal flow out here. And just to confirm it up here, I mean, this is the radar out of Subic, and if you are here in the Metro Manila area, you know this is the case. This has been the scenario throughout the past weekend as Usagi was bearing down on Hong Kong. I know that was our top story, but this was also going on, these continued rainfall, and now it has resulted in the flooding and the landslides out here. Some of these rain bands coming in, these areas in the dark purples, could have upwards of about 50 millimeters in just an hour span, but not only that, we could also be seeing some rain totals in total upwards of about 200 to 300 millimeters. The end result of that, well, is the severe flooding. So definitely very much is still a very serious situation out here. If you have any photos or videos of the floods there across the Metro Manila area or anywhere in the outlying provinces, definitely please do share with us, or at least post down in the comment section below any reports you may have from the heavy rains that are continuing to occur here. And like I said, unfortunately, throughout the rest of the week, our tropical storm, a severe tropical storm, which is expected to become a typhoon, is still going to track off there towards the northwest, make a hard right-hand turn towards the northeast. Main reason we have this mid-latitude trough with this cold front, which is running in out of northeastern China. That's just going to slam this kind of like a snowplow and push it off there towards the northeast, away from mainland Japan. So you're still going to be seeing some breezy conditions out there, though. That is true. But as that pulls off, we're going to see a slight weakening in the monsoonal enhancement, but many of the models are picking up on a couple LPAs forming here in the South China Sea and over towards the Philippine Sea, and that's just going to exasperate the situation. And even pick up on the nav gem here, and you see a very similar output forming up into the latter part of the model run. You just have an LPA trying to form there towards the northwest of Guam in a low pressure area, and that's just going to keep that monsoonal flow pushing over the Philippines. Still a very severe risk of flooding. So that definitely is starting to be the top story today. I know we're still going to watch the fallout from Usagi, the reports of people out here just picking up the pieces, and even across Hong Kong there has been slight damage, but it could have been much worse if that storm stayed towards the south. But it did follow the track the Japan Meteorological Agency put out. And with that said, this is actually the official track from the Japan Meteorological Agency of severe tropical storm Pabuk, 970 HPA at this time, 55 knots, gusting up to 80. I say the pressure specifically because 970 is typically the threshold JMA upgrades at towards typhoon. So something we're going to watch here throughout the next several days. They even have the pressure going below 970, and finally they upgrade it towards a typhoon near the end of the 3-day forecast, as it is just towards the southeast of the Kanto area, Tokyo, and also including, I know we have a lot of people watching from the Yokosuka area. You're definitely going to be seeing some breezy conditions, upwards of tropical storm strength gusts possibly there along the Chiba prefecture right near the coastline, as this does start to push by there towards the southeast. And it truly is a good news about that cold front coming in across Japan and pushing this off towards the northeast, because it is going to be making quite a close approach, and if that cold front wasn't coming through, it would move much closer to Japan and very well push across the Tokyo area. And that's why this is not big news, because it is going to churn away and stay off here just off the coastline, but it is coming and increasingly close. And also, we're going to be seeing some rainfall right near coastal areas, along with these gusty winds going through Thursday. As that cold front does push through, it's going to pull that moisture off towards the northeast, cloud cover, some showers out there as well. Main impact from this, I really do think, is just going to be the high waves. And I'll just show you the JMA model here going through Thursday, and you can just see those high waves right off the coastline here. And some areas could be seeing upwards about 4 to 5 meters high right near the mainland coast, but up to 6 to 7 meters high in some of the Izu Islands just south of Tokyo. So that's going to be one of the main impacts. Definitely beach erosion is going to be a big problem. But another thing I want to show you here, and I'm just going to show you with the bigger picture from the JMA model. This is a JMA showing you the waves. There is a all too remote possibility that when that trough does come through and it picks up our storm system towards the northeast, it doesn't fully grab onto it, and this high pressure ridge works its way back in, stopping it before it shoots off there towards the north. Now, JMA typically is a reliable model, even into the long range, so I have to show it because I just want to show you all the possibilities here. Look at this going off there towards the northeast, plus 36, plus 48, heading off into 72 to 84. Now, at that point, what starts to happen is our storm system starts to stall out. I want to loop back or show you back to that close-up of the model here. And by the coming weekend, looking ahead into Friday and then into Saturday morning, take a look at the bottom part of your screen here. That storm comes looping back around and starts to push back on the screen, heading towards Kyushu as a fairly deep typhoon. Now, that is a long range, actually nearly a week out. A lot could change and very well possibly will likely change with this model, but something I want to keep in mind. And also the other thing to keep in mind is that it is still September and is the peak of typhoon season out here. And really 90% chance that this is just going to pull off there towards the northwest and turn towards the northeast, and very highly unlikely that would occur, but just something to watch. Now, this is a track from JTWC as well, also skirting the Japan coastline, but pulling quickly off there towards the northeast, maxing out right around 80 gusting to 100 knots. So that is all for right now, though, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at westernpacificweather.com. Trying to cram as much information as I can in a shorter video. I don't like to try to get these too long, along with still the remnants of Usagi spinning out here in China. We also have Pabuk there near the Ogasawara Islands, and of course that Monsoonal, looks like a smiley face, Monsoonal flow flowing across the Philippines. So yeah, stay safe out there, everybody, and thanks for watching.